I've been getting some of the propst together, some of the smaller bits, some of the medium pieces. Little pieces have pretty good color. These are for like small studs or like inlays. Really small stuff, but some of it still has really good color. And then you got your really small stuff for inlays. There's a small bit of uranium glass in there. You got the bigger specimens. And this was a piece that I worked on that I'd gotten from propst. That I cut a piece off, kind of polished it down, but still a good pendant size piece. Then this one just came out. I've got bags of dirt that I brought back that I'm still going through, and this piece just came out of one of those bags. Pretty healthy, husky size. It's definitely going to star, being as it's one whole column. That's going to be your star right there. But yeah, this was the biggest specimen that I've ever seen come out. This was found by one of my nephews that I brought. It's a mixer. It's got some sapphire dots in there. I think it's got some corundum, but you can see the edge of the crystal. This is like one of the edges, so it's one big stack. So this is just a small piece of it. It's the corner, and then it comes out over here. It goes up. But dude, I just thought that was crazy. Like, this is part of a Coke can. It's huge. Then I got some of the medium pieces. You know, some of them have really good color, like this one right here. You don't need anything to see it. Really good color. And some of the display specimens that I'm not really quite ready to let go of. It'd have to be something special for me to let go of these. I found these two pieces and I just kind of glued them together because, you know, it looked like they went together and it was pretty cool. But yeah, some I didn't need to glue together because they just automatically did that. And this was the most recent one to come out. This was a surface find. Really, really gorgeous ruby. And this is one of the ones that I dug out previously that I tried to get some of the host mud, or some of the mud that, you know, it comes out of. It's literally a dude's backyard. But I just kind of shaved it down to frame it so that it kind of accents this piece. It's pretty nice. But yeah, this piece right here, oh shit, that's actually one of the only pieces of crystal that I found. It's got some faces. You can see. You're not supposed to be able to find crystal, and that is clearly crystal with facing. So that came from propst. But this was something strange. This came from propst. From what I've identified, this is a low grade piece of aquamarine right here, and this is an amazonite blade. I think it's either that or kyanite. I don't think it's kyanite. It does not have the structure of kyanite. This right here says to me that it's amazonite. I've seen pieces like this come out of China, but yeah, this has been brought to many other people, and they've actually corroborated, you know, what I'm saying, that this is just a low piece of aqua right here, and this is a piece of amazonite that attached itself to it, because you can see the facing right about here. It's right here. It's very small, but it's got that etched look to it. And if anybody knows aqua, you know that it's got that, if you find it in the wild, it's got that crazy kind of facing. But yeah, this is some of what I got from Propst. This is all native North Carolina corundum and other minerals, as I showed you. This right here is, I think, from Emerald Hollow Mine. This is one of the corundum pieces that I usually find over there. And yeah, this is some of the corundum that I found from Emerald Hollow Mine. They get some really big specimens. They had one. They had a dump. They had a spill over that spilled into the creek, and people don't really know about it, but I do. So I get really big specimens of corundum for free, pretty much. So that's a big bluey. But yeah, Emerald Hollow Mine is awesome. There's places near me that I've been planning on actually cutting this. This is actually from Winston-Salem. This is the biggest piece of aqua that I've ever seen. This was found again by one of my nephews who brought it to me, and he was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And immediately I knew, because there's facing right here along the side. You can see that. See the bars? I drew a line on one of them. But tell me that's not teal green, bro. And it's heavy. It's really heavy. But he found this, but we were finding, you know, and we were finding a lot of amazonite and like epidote. We got some nice epidote. There's other pieces, but this is one of the smaller, nicer finds that's attached to quartz. Like it gets big over there. It's chunky, big chunks of epidote. And I call this the Christmas rock. This is what the quartz does over here. Real flashy. Now these are rare. Like, these are not found, you know, just lying about. You have to poke around for these, because I mean, me and the nephews have done damage. I mean, not like damage, but like we've scoured the place, and we've gone through a whole bunch of that gravel, and we've picked out a lot. Like we got a lot. Trust me, we have bags and bags of that stuff. But this is some of the corundum that I have from Africa. This is Mozambique, and as you can tell, I don't need no backlight for that. Straight sunlight, you can tell. You see the color. Like, I've got entirely too much stuff, bro. Like, seriously, I could do with a trade, seriously. But this is the most recent find from near me that I found. And it's an amethyst. It is an amethyst spot in Kernersville, and you can see the pink. See that pink hue? Confirmed amethyst. Confirmed. Taken to a lapidary and actually confirmed. This was raw amethyst. Raw and wild amethyst, which is crazy because I actually had some of this cut. You know, it looks exactly like this. And I'll show you here. Right here. Alright, so let me make some space over here. Alright, so this was unheated emerald cut. It's got that phantom color you can only see when you turn it a certain direction. But gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Some oval, unheated, untreated, and this is treated. Like big difference, right? But still, North Carolina native. I mean, some of the low grade stuff you can cab, but unheated, heated. Like it gets a nice color. It does. But that's just some of the stuff that's near me. Some of the stuff I'm willing to trade. I have more stuff. Trust me. I have bags and bags and bags of Emerald Hollow Mine stuff. Like, I mean, when I go there, I'm very well versed in Emerald Hollow Mine. I know where to go, I know what to do, and I know how to save the most money and get the most carat value that you can out of that space. It's literally like an hour and 10 minutes from me, and I make it worth every trip, every time. But yeah, this is some of the amethyst that I got from China Grove, which is still North Carolina native, but it's not necessarily near me. But this stuff needs no it needs no work. As you can see, it's a little bit of grape jelly. Now I do have others in that bag. There's more color in there, but this is just a reference. As you can see, it's kind of like that phantom color. You can kind of see it when you turn it a certain direction. It's in the center. But very nice crystal. Very ghostly. Like if you set it up, you could probably display some of these pieces very nicely. Have them spinning around. Also, I was trying to get some of them like treated but not cut, but they wouldn't do it. Honestly, I want to see if somebody, if I can find somebody that would treat crystals, heat them, but not cut them. Because I know some of these would deepen in color, like some of the cuts that I showed you. But that's from China Grove, and trust me, I have more of that. But that's just just for reference, what I'm actually offering. And as you can tell, it's vast. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Like, I haven't even shown you any of the quartz from Pretty Girl. So I have so much stuff, dude. Like, let's get some trades going. You know what I'm saying? One of the only pieces of kyanite from Winston-Salem that I found near me. Well, actually, the nephews. I always bring the nephews out with me. They find some of the best stuff that I've ever seen. And it's always like, when you go out rock hunting, dude, always bring somebody with you. Bring more people with you, because the more people, or the more family that you bring with you, the more eyes you have, and the more chances you have of actually getting more gemstones. Because nephews found this. They find crazy shit all the time, and they bring it to me, and they're like, is this a good stone? And they're getting the eye for it, which is awesome. I couldn't be a happier uncle, because if they have the eye for it, then out in the wild, when they're just walking around, not even looking for stones, minding their own business, they can just bend over and pick up something like this, and have it be a specimen and a memory of that spot. You know what I'm saying? Which is the ultimate goal, is memories. But yeah, dude. Clean up some of that barrel. Let me see it in display, and get back to me and let me know if any of this stuff in this video is something that you might like, because you know, I'm willing to share, bro. Just hit me up, let me know.